Greetings from my car. So I just got off work, heading to an appointment. Thought I would come on here and talk for a minute. A little frustrated at work because I'm supposed to work 8 to 2, and 2 came and went, and nobody showed up. And at 2:15, someone got there, and I said, "Are you here as my relief?" Because they were with another person, and they were supposed to be with them until 4. She said, "I can be." I said, "Well, I need to leave. I have an appointment." So I left, but I still didn't hear anything back for a while from the woman in charge of the house. But I just did, and she said that the other person that showed up was supposed to be my relief. Then I got a text from the other person who didn't know she was supposed to be my relief. And it would have been good for me to know who was coming in, if someone was coming in to be my relief. I mean, I know the woman that showed up, let's call her Susie. Susie showed up as my relief, but that wasn't what she was assigned to do. She was assigned to be with another person until 4 o'clock out shopping. So, I don't know. It's just, I get frustrated with stuff like that. And the second job, where I'm working in a workshop with people with disabilities, it hasn't really turned out to be what I hoped it would. It's so different. Anyway, I mean, they like me, and it's okay. It's not great. Guess you could probably tell by my tone. But, you know, when I didn't hear from them, and my boss asked me to work more hours, and I picked up those more hours, really kind of didn't want to work more than that, but I didn't want to close the door on the opportunity. And so I went for the interview. I was hired as a substitute, which is great in most circumstances, but in this situation, they use substitutes like some companies use temps. That's what concerns me probably the most, is that the full-time people, there aren't enough full-time people to adequately train the substitutes. So consequently, they have substitutes training substitutes. It looks like we've got a little road construction here coming up, but nothing big. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes substitutes training substitutes is not the greatest idea. So then a couple of weeks ago, they pulled me into the office and said, "Hey, we have a full-time position and we'd like to offer that to you." And I said, "Let me give it some thought and I'll get back to you." And I finally decided that I don't want to be full-time. I was just, going to pick up a few hours here and there. So, but thinking I was going to be a substitute working, if somebody called off, like in a school type of situation where if a teacher calls off, they call it a sub. And so far, it's been every day that I'm available, and right now that puts me working there 14 hours a week, and my other job 34 hours a week. So I'm working 48 hours a week, not getting any overtime anywhere, and kind of tired. And I'm getting over a cold now. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's kind of in my throat. And yeah, so I've been I think, I just wore myself down because I was used to working 10 hours a week, and then suddenly I went to 34, and then boom, 48, like a week later, so it's kind of been crazy. And then last night, I was getting ready to feed the dogs, and my my niece and nephew's dog. I always feed them in the evening, and they feed them outside in the morning, so their bowls are out on the deck. So I went out to get them, and I had my slippers on, and it was raining, and we have steps that go from the sliding door down onto the deck because it's just a platform deck on the ground. I don't have a regular deck yet. That's planned, but not here yet. Anyway, I slid down those 3 steps and halfway off the edge of the deck, and I thought for sure my knees were going to be totally torn up because I bent them farther than I normally can, and I heard, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's going to hurt. My right knee is swollen today, and I laid it on the side of my left knee, but it's fine, but I don't have pain, so that's a good thing. My back, on the other hand, kind of hurts. My hip was hurting last night. It's fine today, thank goodness. Haven't seen any bruises yet. I'm sure they'll show up over time, but it was pretty scary because I couldn't get up. I was stuck on the ground, and I couldn't get up because I don't have enough strength yet in my quads. I keep working on them, but they're still not there. And so I'm like yelling for help, and my nephew was asleep already in his room in front of his TV, and my niece probably had music on or something, but nobody heard me. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, help! Nobody heard me. The dogs licked my face because there I am at their level, And they're like, come on, get our food. Anyway, but I'm okay. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Lots of work, lots and lots of work. And when I am home, there's other people home. And I just don't feel like videoing when I'm sitting at home when other people are there. So that's about it. It's a pretty day today, but it's cooler than it's been. It's been in the 60s. Today's like 48 or something like that. It's pretty. The sun's in my face right now. And the snow's not flying, so that's a good thing. Alright, well, I think that's it. We'll talk to you all soon, hopefully. And I hope you're having a good day. Bye.